I think the most important thing is when you are in a leadership position like that, is that you are inclusive and that you work together with everybody.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was never one to fade quietly, but what's unfolding now feels different. In 2025, headlines have tried to keep up, but the real story isn't in the press releases or public statements. It's in what's missing, what's changing, and what no one is officially saying. Behind the camera-ready slogans and curated appearances lies a chain of events that feels less like reinvention and more like redirection. One deleted photo, one vanishing project, one phrase repeated too perfectly. If you've only seen the surface, you've missed the pattern, and one specific digital breadcrumb may be the clearest clue yet. You're about to see what slipped through the cracks, and why it may not have been an accident zero. The Whisper Campaign. In early 2025, Arnold Schwarzenegger reintroduced himself to the public in a role that raised eyebrows. Chief Movement Officer for Zimmer Biomet, a global medical device company. Gone were the usual movie trailers or political announcements. Instead, he appeared in corporate promo videos championing joint health, mobility, and aging. The campaign slogan, "You'll be back," sounded like classic Arnold branding, but its rollout triggered a wave of online scrutiny. Why would one of the most iconic action stars align himself so closely with joint replacement and orthopedic tech? And why now? The campaign content was unusually cryptic. Instead of traditional testimonials, videos featured Schwarzenegger repeating the same phrases. "If you stop moving, that's the first step to death," and "If you rest, you rust." Some were posted without context, others were deleted shortly after posting. At one press event, Arnold appeared briefly before abruptly exiting mid-interview. Then, several clips from that same event were later scrubbed from Zimmer Biomet's YouTube channel, leading internet sleuths to question whether something had gone wrong behind the scenes or whether something was being hidden. Conversations began circulating about the campaign's unusually secretive production. Anonymous insiders alleged tight NDAs and restricted access on set. Multiple reporters who tried to attend publicized Zimmer events said they were turned away without explanation. One journalist noted a press packet that included a highlighted phrase, "Movement isn't just physical, it's strategic." That quote wasn't used publicly, but it surfaced in several deleted promotional drafts. Was it simply corporate language, or a glimpse into a bigger shift in Arnold's image and intentions? Critics argue that Arnold may be pivoting toward a new chapter of advocacy, perhaps influenced by his own health experiences. But others wonder if there's more to the transformation. Is this rebranding just health-conscious messaging? Or could it be the start of something far more calculated? And just when the branding seemed strange, his words about the human body took an even sharper turn. The body rebuilt. By the middle of 2025, longtime fans of Arnold Schwarzenegger began to notice a quiet but unmistakable shift. Despite earlier announcements about upcoming projects, including a third season of his Netflix series Fubar, there was no follow-up. Publicity campaigns stalled. Scheduled interviews were never aired. And then came the clearest sign. The show was quietly shelved without a formal statement. Entertainment insiders initially assumed creative differences or scheduling conflicts. But those close to the production hinted at something less routine and more abrupt. According to one Netflix producer who spoke OFF record, Schwarzenegger had been booked for a key promotional shoot in March. But just days before filming, the crew received an internal memo. Arnold was no longer available, and all associated appearances were canceled indefinitely. There was no reschedule, no explanation, and no press release. Behind the scenes, the production team was instructed to remove his name from all upcoming materials. "We were told to act like he was never part of the project," the source said. "It wasn't a delay. It felt like erasure." This wasn't the first time Arnold had pulled away from entertainment for personal or political reasons. But what made this situation different was the silence. No public statement was issued by Schwarzenegger's team. No substitute projects were announced. His official channels, once active with teasers, behind-the-scenes photos, and fan Q&As went dark in terms of entertainment updates. In an industry built on visibility, Schwarzenegger's absence was glaring, especially when other public-facing aspects of his image, fitness content, corporate partnerships continued as usual. So what happened? Was it a calculated step back from acting to focus on advocacy and health? Or was something behind the scenes prompting a quiet exit from Hollywood altogether? With no official comment from his representatives, fans are left to wonder if this disappearance marks the end of an era or the start of a reinvention we're not meant to see yet. Messages in the metadata. In April 2025, a seemingly ordinary mirror selfie appeared on Arnold Schwarzenegger's official Instagram account. The image, quickly deleted within minutes, showed him alone in a stark, white-walled room under harsh lighting. There was no caption, no location tag, and no product placement, unusual for someone whose recent posts had been highly branded and polished. While some initially dismissed the photo as a glitch or accidental post, others were quick to investigate further. What they uncovered raised new questions. Digital analysts and fans downloaded the image before it vanished and extracted its metadata, information usually hidden from view but often embedded in digital photos. The data pointed to a specific facility in Basel, Switzerland. The location wasn't just any lab. IT matched the coordinates of a known experimental research center focused on advanced rehabilitation and biomechanical augmentation. The timing of the post, paired with Schwarzenegger's ongoing shift away from Hollywood and toward a movement-focused persona, immediately fueled online speculation. The most telling element, however, wasn't in the metadata. IT was in the comments section. Before the post disappeared, users flooded it with one repeated phrase, "I'll be back." Whether posted ironically or knowingly, the reference to Schwarzenegger's most iconic movie line suddenly felt heavier, more loaded. Was it a signal, a coincidence, or a quiet acknowledgement that something had, in fact, changed? The rapid deletion of the image only intensified curiosity. No follow-up or explanation came from his team. Why post a sterile, contextless image from a movement research lab, then remove it without a word? Was it a mistake, or a message not meant to stay public? The cryptic photo, paired with the precise metadata trail, left more questions than answers. And for those closely watching Arnold's transformation, IT was the digital equivalent of a breadcrumb, pointing to something he wasn't yet ready, or allowed, to explain. Outro. If that raised more questions than answers, you're not alone. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more weekly breakdowns, and tap the bell so you never miss an update. And if you want to dig deeper, the next video on your screen takes this even further. Watch it now.